Well, good evening, everybody. How are we? So excited to be here tonight with you all. We are live on the Journal Mag Instagram and the Natalie Ann Instagram, and we've got none other than Natalie Ann herself on this feed. How are you tonight?
I'm so good. Better that I'm here with you, my friend.
Absolutely. This is such a special, maybe not just the first time. Maybe sorry, it is the first time, but it might be not just the first time. But we get together at this in this capacity to discuss all things digital content and, of course, the Digital Hair Awards, which is a new platform that we've launched at M Division. And tonight, we, based on your recommendation, decided to go live to talk to you guys about this exciting new platform, answer all the questions you might have, walk you through all the categories, the rules, and how to enter. And of course, Nat is going to show us some special tips tonight on how to capture hair content.
I kind of like roped him into this, right? So I called David and I was like, David, people are confused because you run too many amazing things,
Oh, thank you. It's
you
not
know?
easy. It's not easy being me.
But I also said to him, there's like, there's a few misconceptions. People think it's the Australian Hair Fashion Awards. It's like the sister of the Australian Hair Fashion Awards.
Correct. Yeah. So M Division has been the custodian for the Australian Hair Fashion Awards now for over 13 years. It's a 30-year brand. We reinvigorated it many years ago to what it is today, and it has become the most sought-after awards program, the most engaged awards program in the Southern Hemisphere at that level, which is high production shoots, of course, incredible collections, product entries and business entries. And over the last few years, we've launched some smartphone categories
that have just blown up.
They have blown up. They absolutely have blown up. And that has, of course, birthed the decision for us to launch this second awards platform, which casts the net so much wider to the hairdressing industry, the Digital Hair Awards, which is for any hairdresser or barber that has a smartphone, because it is strictly smartphone content only.
Which I love because you've removed that barrier to entry. Like I think about anyone who's listening at home, that might be thinking about entering the Australian Hair Fashion Awards, and they think about, the cost.
Yep.
They think about, they don't even know where to start,
Yep.
like how to put a collection together.
Correct.
And I really love the idea that this is affordable. This is something that they're already natively doing.
Exactly.
They're shooting on their iPhone.
Correct.
There is so many phenomenal hairdressers, barbers, freelancers, salon owners that can really get behind this and showcase their talent to a wider audience because
Absolutely.
it's international.
Correct. So yes, the exciting thing that we have, established with the Digital Hair Awards is it's a global competition. It is open to the entire world. It excites me because I'm a bit biased, but I think the best hairdressing comes out of Australia. And I just know that the work that we're going to do is going to set the benchmark so high. And this is the official smartphone awards program for the entire world. So we've already got entries and inquiries. Sorry, you're there. Entries and inquiries with relation to international hairdressers already. So it's going to be a really, really awesome platform. And like Nat was saying, this is almost zero barrier to entry program. And why I say that is because it is hard to do these really expensive shoots and productions for these really top tier awards programs that you see all over the world, which are highly respected, and we still are very passionate about putting on the Australian Hair Fashion Awards. But the Digital Hair Awards, for me, is celebrating the capture of the everyday craft. Like Nat was saying, you're creating this content anyway. It is getting more eyes on it than magazines would, before social media. There's so much virality around content on social media these days. So we want to spotlight all you hairdressers, reward you hairdressers, and also open doors for your careers to grow, and of course for your opportunities to connect with commercial reality with brand ambassadorship. So, tell us a little bit about your journey on social media, Nat.
Well, it started many, many, many moons ago.
Many moons ago.
On MySpace.
MySpace?
Yeah.
You started on MySpace?
I did.
Of course you did.
I was a nightclub promoter when you were selling jeans at...
That's right, at General Pants.
General Pants.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's ages ago.
It's so long ago, Let's
not talk about how long ago that was.
Yes, that is. So I've been creating content for many, many years. But what I did learn, I never understood, I guess, the return on investment with awards.
Yep.
Like I didn't. And then I remember when I won Digital Influencer of the Year.
Yes.
with you.
Amazing. With
It
the Australian Hair
was
Fashion Awards.
yes, it was like the most like surreal experience, and I can't wait for each and every single one of you to, I guess, experience, being a finalist or being nominated is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But also then I guess what it does for your career, that accolade and that door, it really opens up massive opportunities that I
It
don't
does.
think people really understand.
No, they don't.
But then I went on to being nominated for the International
Influencer Awards
Yes.
in LA,
Yes.
which I went to.
But that guy was the judge.
That's right.
Of your
Yes,
awards.
exactly.
And that's,
So,
I think, how they stumble across me. So you
Yep.
really never know who's watching. You just don't know who's ever watching, really.
Correct.
On a social media platform, which is really dope.
Yep. I mean, I've seen the power of the Australian Hair Fashion Awards and what that does for hairdressers. But again, we want to create that opportunity to spotlight you content creators out there and remove that barrier to entry and make it really easy. And of course, the craft is what it's all about, right? And you guys are creating the most epic content. And those of you who aren't, this is another reason to do so, right? So before we move on, let's give our sponsors a bit of a shout out tonight. I'll start with the incredible people at Factory Sound who have basically allowed us to hire this space and have built the entire production and the team back there.
How cool is this, though?
Big shout out to Factory Sound. Anyone out there who wants to do a podcast, go to factorysound.com.au or factorysound.com. I don't know.
Can we just talk about that, though?
Yes.
So many more hairdressers need a podcast.
I agree.
We talk shit all day.
Yeah, you guys are good shit talkers.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I think you and I might need one.
I think we're gonna do one. Watch this space.
But I also,
let's definitely do a series though, right?
But I think the reasons why people are so scared of podcasts is it is the production, it is the cost, it is the editing, and I think this has been really seamless. Like we just walked in, and that was it.
Yeah. I mean, 4-hour bump in for the boys, but yes.
I did feel a little bit old when she goes, I've been following you since my year 10 formal.
Yes, big shout out to Sammy, marketing manager at
Love
Factory
you, Sam.
Sound. But that's the power of social media. For someone
100%.
who is not even a hairdresser, who's here behind the scenes, who knows who you are and what you've done all these years. Again, a big reminder to all of you that be online, show up on socials and create epic content. And of course, here's another reason, which is the Digital Hair Awards. Another sponsor who's helped out for today and of course is going to be partnering with you on your epic content suite day soon, which we'll talk about. No one knows about. Okay, Zip. Do you want to give them a shout out?
Cleo, our amazing hot tool partner.
Yes.
They've actually made this event happen tonight, and they're going to. I decided to mentor 30 incredible artists through their submission process.
Excellent.
Which is incredible. But we have one amazing giveaway tonight. Thanks to the team.
Mm-hmm.
We want to give one special winner that watches all the way to the end and asks the juiciest questions, because you get the opportunity to spend the day with myself and 30 of your like-minded artists as I mentor you through your submission.
That's going to be so good. I'm going to be there and the Journal Magazine. And just to recap, Nat is hosting 30 hairdressers to create content across an entire day together, all for submissions for the Digital Hair Awards. One lucky person watching tonight is going to be in that inner circle of 31 people, I'm guessing.
31.
Right? 31.
I've extended it.
Okay, so one of the things, let's get into it.
Yep.
Okay, one of the things we wanted to touch on first is going through the categories. We've got the beautiful Christelle Mannah, who happens to be my wife.
His hotter half.
Who is at back of house there, who's going to take us through together with Natalie, Nat and I, the categories. The categories I think are really important for you guys to note of, because I worked closely with Nat on developing these categories, because I think nobody understands the way content is moving and behaving more than Natalie Ann. And we wanted these categories to be to have rather mass appeal, i.e. it's not about having like a handful of people that can qualify to enter. These categories are designed for you content creators in mind. So let's go through those categories, and then Christelle's going to take us through the process on how to enter the Digital Hair Awards.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you both tonight. But for now, I will remain the mysterious voice in the background. So we're just going to go through the digitalhairawards.com website. So it's Just waiting for it to come up on screen right now.
It's coming.
It's coming now.
Oh, look at this technology. Wow.
So I've basically prepared it and got it open and ready. So when I was building out the website, I wanted it to be a really seamless and easy process, just really easy for people to navigate through. I'm just going to quickly touch on over here, what the Digital Hair Awards is all about. You've got your categories and rules. Now, keep in mind, this is compressed to fit to be really Instagram friendly. So how to enter, categories and rules. You've got your key dates over here. Now, submissions close on the 4th of May, so you have 89 days to enter. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's work out exactly what we need to do. Now, if we scroll down to over here, this is the how to enter process. We wanted this to be really, really seamless and easy for you guys to enter. Step 1, basically create and capture your content.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Go to Faye.
Yes.
So just on that real quick. So there is a window of content that you may have already created that you can actually enter into the Digital Hair Awards. Many of you have probably done incredible viral posts or posts on your social media with content that would qualify for some of these categories. So you can actually go back and simply enter previously created content.
From what date?
From the 1st of September onwards, right? 1st of September 2024, so last year.
Last September.
Any content that's been created on or after the 1st of September can be entered into the Digital Hair Awards.
I love that.
Feel free to repost something after that date if you want to enter it as well. However, it's so simple to enter. It is a simple process, and Christelle is going to continue on with how we enter. But listen up, because this is the important part, guys.
So you've created and captured your content. And then step number 2, you need to post your piece of content onto Instagram. Now, when you post, you need to invite the Digital Hair Awards to collaborate on your post. Now, you can, if you have already posted a piece of content, you can go back now into that post on Instagram and invite the Digital Hair Awards even after you've posted it. And the other really important thing that you need to do as well is put the hashtag in the caption as well.
Where do they find those hashtags?
The hashtags are in the categories and rules. Now, we'll go back to that just over here. It's basically the categories and rules on the website.
Can you click on that? Sorry, go.
Yeah,
click
absolutely.
On the categories and rules.
Let's go have a look at the categories and rules.
Okay, so you'll notice that these are all the incredible categories that we're going to walk through in a second. But under each category, you'll see the relevant hashtag. So it's so important that you
copy and paste,
put that into your caption. Of course,
and collaborate with
the Digital Hair Awards Instagram account.
And for those of you who don't know how to collaborate, there's 2 features on Instagram. So instead of just tagging, now you'll get 2 different features. One is tag and one is invite to collaborate. And we want to use the invite to collaborate with the Digital Hair Awards, which I love because so many people want to be seen. So thank you and shout out to you guys for making that happen.
Yeah, well, it was a great idea from somebody I know. Can I just also say, guys, that the importance of collaborating and the hashtag, and of course filling the online form, which we're going to go through tonight, are the 3 steps to entering, and all 3 have to happen for your entry to actually be validated. Okay, that's super important, right?
Yes.
So before we go to the entry process, let's go through these categories and have a quick chat about them, because some of these categories allow for one piece of content to be entered across multiple categories. Okay,
yes,
so
absolutely.
The first category is best transformation. And real quick, so we had a category at the AHFAs, which was Transformation Stylist of the Year. That no longer now is at the Australian Hair Fashion Awards.
Ooh.
It has now evolved into Best Transformation at the Digital Hair Awards.
You heard it here first.
So all you transformation experts, this category is for you. And of course, remember, this is open to hairdressers and barbers. The rules are really straightforward, super easy. Who can enter, what to enter, and how to enter.
But I'm going to just ask some key questions quickly while we're here. Barbers and hairdressers, correct?
Yes.
Best transformation with extensions, with color. They can do whatever they like as long as it is a full transformation.
Absolutely. That's
Amazing.
The whole idea. We want to see it. We see the subject matter.
I'm just going to be the hairdresser that asks the questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely. So that's best transformation. If you want to go back, Chris, to our incredible categories. So best transformation, pretty straightforward. I love the next 3 or 4 categories. Best blonde specialist. Now, all you blonde specialists out there, we all know that blonde hair is what makes this world go round. So blonde specialist is an incredible category. Again, familiarize yourself with the rules. We're not going to go through them, but really simple, again, to understand what to enter, how to enter, and who should enter, as well as the fact that gives you some tips around the judging criteria and what to do with your content. The rules are also there as well. So again, guys, familiarize yourself with all of this information. We're not going to go through the rules and the criteria today. We're just going to go through the categories.
Yes.
But I will ask another question.
Sure.
So this is not it's not a collection per se, right?
Correct.
So this is where I think a lot of people are getting confused. They don't need to submit a collection. It is one photo, correct?
Yes.
But they could enter multiple photos.
Yes.
So
Yes.
some categories require just a single image.
Yep.
Some categories require a video.
Yes.
Which in this case, the best blonde specialist, it's a video captured on smartphone demonstrating the blonde transformation process.
Perfect.
Which is, a before, during, and after.
It's the story.
So it's one video only. In some cases, because there is like it's a best carousel, for example.
Perfect. Then
is,
it's multiple.
More than one image.
Correct.
Amazing.
Or a combination like a video and photo, etc.
Yeah. So,
So
when you read what to enter, it explains it really, really easy, right? So submit a video captured on smartphone demonstrating the blonde transformation process. Okay, let's go back to the categories if that's okay.
So each category follows that same format of who can enter, what to enter, and how to enter.
Exactly. So
Perfect.
we don't have to click on view rules moving forward. Let's just go through the categories and have a quick chat about
absolutely.
them. So there's best blonde specialist, best brunette specialist, which is super exciting. Best new color trend. So best new color trend is great because it allows you for you to enter work that you've done as a colorist that highlights where your head's at, what you're thinking the trends are, a trend that you're exploring, a new type of color that you're creating in salon or you're really pushing and driving that doesn't sit in the blonde or brunette categories.
I love that.
So it could be reds, it could be vivids, it could be a trend that you're following through with some of your product partners. Or
could be a trend that you're creating.
Correct.
Which is really what we want to see.
Okay, then we've got 2 incredible texture categories. We got to include Afro curly coily hair in the Digital Hair Awards. Best texture style and best texture cut.
Love that is present. I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely. And there's so many incredible texture artists out there. And then we've got next. What's next?
Best hair shot.
Best hair shot.
Best hair shot is a smartphone image. It is a single image. And as you all understand, when it comes to capturing that perfect finished look that Nat's going to demonstrate tonight on Christelle, that's the category for you.
So like, for example, if they've entered best brunette specialist or they've entered a video category, but then they've shot the final image, this is where they could do multiple entries.
Absolutely.
Correct?
Yes.
Exactly.
Great.
Yes. The beauty about the Digital Hair Awards is you can enter as many times and as many categories as you like.
Increase those chances.
And there are no limitations around models. That's one thing to note. For the Australia, the way it differs from the AHFAs is that there are limitations around models and how many you can use. Whereas this is just, you can even use the same model across multiple categories, multiple edits, whatever.
Which I'd love to walk through a little bit later. You know how to get bang for buck on the content day that they're doing. So let's go through that while I'm styling Christelle's hair.
Absolutely. Okay, so the next category is best carousel. Now, best carousel, obviously, it's pretty straightforward, but it will be a series of images. It could be a series of images that show the before, during, and after. It could be a series of images as in multiple finished looks. It is the best carousel. And of course, the way it's going to be judged is obviously the way in which it tells a complete and cohesive story of the work that you do. And obviously the judges will decide on what the most effective carousel is.
I have a question.
Yes, shoot.
On the best carousel, can it be also videos or is it just images?
It can be both, but let's go to the rules just so you can see, guys.
Perfect.
It says what to enter, Read it out, Chris.
So submit a carousel post consisting of 2 or more images, videos, or a combination of both.
Amazing.
Captured on a smartphone.
Can we also put text on screen? Like, could they then do
Like a step by step.
Yeah, step by step.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Perfect. I
Again.
just want to ask. I'm the voice of the
No,
hairdresser.
this is good. This is good. I love it.
Okay,
Absolutely
good.
love it. Great. So best
Next.
carousel, next category.
Best carousel, and then you have best video.
Best video. So best video is really open. Doesn't have to be a
So
haircut or a
open.
hairstyle or a transformation. It could be a video in which you're doing something quite different or showing your personality, or a combination of that with doing hair, or a some type of overview of your day.
Could be a POV.
Yes.
Could be a vlog.
Yep. Could be
Exactly.
something comical as well. So best
is-
video is a really open and exciting category for all you content
I would
creators.
never want to judge that category. All right.
So best video, then we have best haircut.
Yes.
There are two cutting categories. There's best haircut and best barbering cut.
Correct.
Best haircut is for hairdressers, best barbering cut is for barbers.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And each category, clearly stipulates that in the who can enter section of that category as well.
Love it.
Okay, the next category is one that you actually
My
came
favorite.
up with.
Best
hair
hair
hack.
hack.
And I think, this is an age on social media where hair hacks are a real thing for consumers and for hairdressers to share with one another. Tell us more about why you love hair hacks, and maybe just check on the rules too, so we can see what kind of format that's to enter.
The reasons why I really pushed the team to really put this category in is that best hair hack, I believe, will be one of the hardest to judge. I think it's so open, right? Because you've got hairdresser hair hacks, you've got consumer hair hacks, you've got DIY hacks, and this is celebrating all different types of creators in our industry. So I also think it's very smart to deliver your message in a hack. Like, you've got to unpack that. You've got to be able to create something new. And like, there's so many amazing things that we do on a daily basis that we don't know is a hack, but it is. So just go through your day and be like, actually, that's the hair hack. So it makes them think every time they're on the floor.
Yep.
And I do think throughout your process of shooting your full transformation, you're going to find those hacks.
Yes.
So make sure you save them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
Okay,
enter that
great.
category.
Next category.
Let's go back over here.
Okay, so after best hair hack,
Best
there is best consultation video.
Ooh,
Consultations
Get those mics
are
on.
a thing.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, people love watching the process that hairdressers go through to engage their client before they touch a strand on their head. And these consultation videos have become incredible because they're so emotional, they're educational, they're fun, they're entertaining, and of course they show the finished result.
I would love to see them evolve as well.
Mm.
I really want to see where the consultation video is going, considering everyone thought it was a trend and it was going to go and it hasn't. So I would love to see the evolution of that. But I also want to make sure, guys, make sure your audio is crispy on this one. Like, it is all about that audio.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love what you said on that podcast recently, how as hairdressers now you have to understand sound, audio, capture, editing, captions.
We've got to do everything.
You guys have
We've
become...
got to be the life coach. We've got to be the babysitter.
Yes.
We've got to be the therapist.
Yes.
Jeez.
The editor.
It's a tough life.
It is.
Okay, so second last category, which is one
Is
I
the
really
best-
love, because I don't think this has been a focus
No,
across
it has
any
not.
platform in the world, but it is best bridal and event specialist. So all you incredible
Oh, my peoples.
bridal hairdressers and those of you who do incredible hair for different types of events, whether it's a red carpet,
Yep.
it's a gala,
Yep.
or it's a wedding, or anything in between, this category is for you. We get to finally recognize the best bridal hairstylist in
100%.
the world.
But also what I love about this category is that we can mock this up, right? Like, you could plan a content day
Yes.
and, I guess curate this in a little bit of a way, because it is hard to shoot content on a wedding day.
Correct.
But you also have the opportunity to shoot it on the wedding day, do the bridal consultation.
Yes.
Like, there's so many ways that I really want you guys to just open your mind to how
love
many
that.
opportunities that these categories have actually given you to enter.
Yep.
Yes.
And those of you who are entering, one of the fear factors that a lot of hairdressers go through when entering competitions is they they're thinking they're shooting for the judges. Shoot for yourself, guys. Like, shoot the content that you love shooting. Shoot the content the way in which you love shooting it. And of course, because it's open to you to enter as many times as you like, enter as many different types of formats and content that you've created, purely because you don't know what's going to resonate. Of course, as the years go on with the Digital Hero Awards, we'll start recognizing really clever ways in which people are succeeding with their content, which is going to elevate everybody's game. Okay, so last but not least,
Best hair extensionist.
Best hair extensionist.
best hair extensionist. This is a category dedicated purely to you amazing extensionists and extension specialists. And I'm really excited about this because hair extensions
Is
a
massive.
thing in
It's
our
massive.
industry. Yeah, it's huge. So they're the 16 categories, guys. I hope you all like them. I hope they've resonated with you. And we'd love to hear from you in relation to what you love and what you want to enter.
Can we go back to the how to enter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, my love. So then the third and final step.
Is to complete the online submission.
This is a
Amazing.
very, very important step. Now, guys, the Digital Hair Awards is, as you know, designed for it to be a really low-cost entry with relation to production and delivering content for these awards. There is a small entry fee for each category, right? However, for those of you who are multiple content creation geniuses,
Let's be real. I just think we should talk about the multiple. Like,
yes,
why would you enter one when you could enter
so many.
all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a special rate offer to enter unlimited categories, an
Yes.
unlimited fee. So it's only a flat fee of $250,
Perfect.
right? And that will allow for you to enter as many times and as many categories as you like. So get those entries in. And yes, Nat, I highly agree. You should definitely go for the unlimited because it just allows you to enter multiple times. And of course, it increases your chances to win.
Of
Yes.
course. So one more time, just to recap, create your content. I love that. This is phase content. So create your content, use content that's already been created if it fits the criteria.
Absolutely.
Then we want to collaborate with the Digital Hair Awards and use your designated hashtag that is on the pink page. So
Yes.
copy and paste off the
Yes.
pink page
Yes.
each category to your caption.
Yes.
Then step 3. When do they do step 3? Is this every time they do it or they do this once?
Every time they do it.
Every time
Yeah,
you do it.
However, you can log in and log out, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So,
So
create a profile.
You can
You
create a
create an account.
profile.
So
with your-
today
Yep.
I'm going to finish this live. I'm going to go in, not me because I'm not entering, but I would go in and I would go to complete an online submission.
Yes.
Correct.
So you
And-
Create my profile,
Yes.
pay my unlimited $250.
That's right.
Then
You can go
Go
in and
happy
out as
days.
many times. You got
Exactly.
89 days to go in and out of your profile and enter as many times as you like.
so
And
I'm
that's-
watching the live feed, fams. Is that clear enough for everyone? Because I swear to God, if you guys message me tomorrow,
which they have been the
they
last few
have
days.
been
We've made this
How do
very
I do
hairdresser
this?
so
friendly.
super easy. Okay,
Uh,
guys, are we
the-
good?
Now-
They're probably delayed by about 30 seconds. or
No,
a minute.
website is fab as well.
Oh.
They're
Yes.
loving it. Okay,
So good.
good.
One thing to
Amazing.
note is this is literally the order in which they need to do it. Now
Perfect.
they need to post their content. And the reason why they need to post their content is because they're going to share the piece of content from Instagram and drop the link in on the online submission.
Okay,
So it is
amazing.
important that they do step 2 and then step 3.
Okay, so follow the steps. 1, 2,
Okay,
3.
so
Yes.
let's do this now while we still have you guys. We are going to do a mock-up entry online
Yes.
so you can see exactly how easy it is to enter the DHAs. So, Christelle, could
So
you
if
please
you
walk us
click
through
over
a
here, complete
entry?
the online, yeah, absolutely, I'll do that right now. So if you click on complete the online submission, or if from up here as well, online submission, it'll take you straight to the portal that we have built out over here. So we're going to sign up with email. I'm going to go in and create an account. I'm just going to put Christelle M, and then I'm going to put
Sorry, I'm just laughing at some of the comments. Josh is like, "How do we enter again?"
We're going to walk you through, Josh. Watch.
No,
Oh, my
he's
God,
taking
Josh.
the piss of me.
Oh,
of me.
he's been cheeky bugger. Okay,
New
so
Zealand.
as you're watching, guys, name, email, phone number, Instagram handle, of course, very important. Your salon name is optional. Country, In this case, it's Australia.
Yes.
Password, confirm password, and create an account. Many of you guys know what it's like to create an account on different online stores or online platforms. So it's a similar process. Once you've created that account, that's it. You can log in and log out as many times as you like. Every single year, whenever entering the DHAs, it's going to be a super easy process for you.
Perfect.
So account created.
Let's go.
How good's this?
Mate. Christelle, you did such a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Guys, Christelle made this.
Round of applause for
Mate.
the lovely Christelle. Okay,
Not
so
only does she have to put up with him, but
how's that internet connection? Oh no, she has to put up with me.
All right, so
Bear
we're
with me
lagging a
minute.
little.
Let's
Yeah, you
go
can save it.
not now.
Okay, so here we go. Thank you for signing up and being part of this exciting celebration of creativity and innovation in the hair industry. So there's a bit of a welcome to the Digital Hair Awards. Again,
Yep.
a reminder on how to enter. And then, of course, you've got the option at the bottom, unless I've missed anything there that I
So
should
this
be touching
is
on.
really compressed. It's not really Instagram friendly. This would have a really nice flow across the whole bottom of your screen.
Yes.
It's making her itchy about the UX.
Yes,
and UI
I
at the
know.
moment. No, it looks beautiful when you guys open up your phone or your laptop.
Yes.
I find it really simple to do this on the laptop as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Correct.
is very mobile friendly,
Yep.
desktop friendly. So whatever device you're using, it will adjust to that.
So they're going to
There
press unlimited entries.
They're going to
well-
press make it official.
So make it official. So again, as many categories, as many entries as you want in the 2025 DHA season. So let's click make it official. Now over here, you
This
can
is the
toggle
fun
between
part.
the two, but ideally you want to do the unlimited entries.
Agreed.
So from over here, you want to basically scroll down and select the category you want to enter. So let's click Best Brunette Specialist. It'll actually remind you of the hashtag that you need in your caption.
Because if they've forgotten, they can go back and edit it.
That's
Correct.
right.
Perfect.
Yes. Now over here, you want to. I didn't copy a link, so let's just go.
While
So,
she
for
does that-
example,
yes, go ahead, Nat,
The
please.
best way to copy your link is you want to use the send arrow
Yes.
Correct, on your Instagram
on your
post.
Instagram post.
Correct.
Then it'll prompt you to copy link, and that's where we want to paste that there. Correct?
Yes.
Done.
Very important that step is done right, guys. Again, most of you know how to
So
copy
this
the
is
link
for
on
the
your Instagram.
judging process moving
Correct.
forward.
The judges
This
will
is
not
how-
see your content
Yep.
if they don't have that link. So yes, very
it's
important.
so important. So the category that you're entering, the link to your posted content for this specific category. You know, if you're doing multiple, then you can go down here and click add more entries. You know, you might want to share the same piece of like that same content. You might want to enter it into another category, for example, best
Therefore,
carousel.
Just the hashtag will then change once they've done that.
Yes. So
Perfect.
you've again, if that's the category, then the caption, the hashtag is just down there. So let's go.
I've got a question.
Shoot.
Is it best for them to do one by one so they don't get confused, and then they can say come the 1st of May, make sure that they've entered everything correctly? Like a little audit?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yes, but ultimately you want to go ahead and go and do it because you
Every
you wanna
time. So
submit.
log in, log out.
Yes.
And then just cross-reference everything and then go.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. Correct. So,
Love that.
I mean, it depends on what works for you. If you've got a whole series of links ready to go for it. If you want to do it one by one, it's fine. The beauty of the way in which we've designed the website is you can go in and out as many times as you like. Even if you've chosen single entry and you haven't yet submitted that specific single entry, you can always log in and log out and enter when you're ready.
Epic.
Okay, so there's 2 entries there. We can go on and do 50 entries if you like.
Again,
And it
there's
even
another reminder.
reminds you, I've invited the Digital Hair Awards to collaborate.
Correct.
I love
Yes.
this.
So you need to actually click these just to make sure. So I've included the designated hashtags in my caption.
Yep.
I've invited the Digital Hair Awards to collaborate on my post.
And I've
I
accepted the terms and conditions. Amazing.
This is basically just a summary of my details and the order summary. So in this case, it's the unlimited package. Now just over here, so if I put in the card details.
That is not my credit card, by the way, so
guys,
don't even
it's
think
a
about
fake
it, guys.
card, so don't try
This
to copy.
is a mock card for Example purposes only.
Everybody's taking their screenshots.
They look like honest guys in the live, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get to these Q&As soon.
So then we click pay now.
Yeah.
Josh is loving the tick box, by the way.
Yeah, actually, that was so smart.
Yeah.
Well done.
Whose idea was that?
She's pretty smart, man. She's pretty
David.
smart.
No,
Oh,
she's
it
not.
was you.
It was a David Mannah call.
Dead.
Okay, so this is like now
View
basically
my
how
submission.
you
Love it.
finalize your submission. You just click on view my submission.
And then the 2 submissions that we've just created are here.
I
Now,
love that.
Here it says pending approval. Now we need to actually go in,
And make sure they've done the right thing.
make sure they've done the
Love
right
it.
thing,
Accept the collaboration
and
as well.
accept the collaboration on Instagram. So when we accept the collaboration on Instagram, that's like our tick of like done.
You've entered,
Your submission
yep.
is complete,
Correct.
is approved and accepted,
Yes.
and then it's in the running.
Yep. So once your post is collaborated with the Digital Hair Awards, you're officially in the running to win at the Digital Hair Awards in that category.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Come on,
Yes.
somebody.
It's going to be good. All right.
Okay.
So I did have a random question that I don't know the answer to, but
Yeah.
it is so important. I'm trying to find it. So
Who will be judging the
yeah,
categories?
there's so many juicy ones here, but I did see one that I thought was epic. So, can you get a content creator to edit, or does the hairdresser have to edit their own content?
The answer to that is no. You do not have to edit your own content. Okay, if you got somebody who edits your content, well
Love it.
then if you win that that trophy, you're more than welcome to give them a shout out. However,
On stage, of course.
this is not an editing competition. This is a hair competition.
Yeah.
So it's about showcasing your hair in the best possible light. And if you need someone to edit it for you, or you have an expert editor, many hairdressers have a social media manager or
yeah.
social media capture person. Absolutely. So to answer that question, it doesn't have to be you that edits it. Okay.
Did you
some
want to
other
go
questions?
through? Did you want to go through did you want to continue with the portal, just showing that?
Yeah,
you
I
did?
wanted to. So I think there was one more step. I think, or like completing the
not exactly. Yep, one moment. So,
Yep.
if you wanted to create another submission, you don't need to. Once you've paid the unlimited package, you're not making payment again. You're going in, adding another, category link as well. If you want to add another one, you can. If not, tick the boxes and then click submit.
How good!
And
That's a
it's
third
there.
entry.
Thank you for your submissions. They're now pending approval.
Cool. What's the next step after this? Do they go to any other page, or that's
No,
it?
That's it.
Yes.
That's
now,
it, and it's done.
do they get an email
Yes.
once they've entered?
Yes.
To just sort of verify that we received their entry.
Yes.
Sorry. Yep. Okay. So you'll also be receiving an email once you've uploaded and submitted that piece of content. However, again, the official validation of your entry is when the Digital Hair Awards collaborate with you, which is fun because it brings Instagram into the process.
Can I ask another question?
Yes.
What happens if they make a mistake? Can they go back in and edit it?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
perfect. So what happens if they don't want to enter that piece of content anymore? They created another piece of content before the 4th of May. Can they go in and take one out and put one back in?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. You can go
So
in.
good.
You actually just made it so simple for them.
We have.
Well, once it is submitted, that's the thing. Once it is submitted, it's hard for them to take back the submission.
Right.
So it's not exactly editable. So it's like you want to
you
make
can't
sure that
reverse the submission.
you can't reverse
Right.
the
Okay.
submission.
So keep all
especially
your
because
links in
we're-
your notes. Make sure everything's right before you
Yes.
do the actual press submit button.
Yes.
Correct.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Love it.
Okay, so guys, we hope that that's helped. I'm
Did it
sure it
help?
has. I think it helps. It's just designed to be really easy for you guys to engage this exciting new platform. You know, we want to spotlight and celebrate you awesome creators out there. And this is the platform for it. Again, the Digital Hair Awards, digitalhairawards.com to find out all the rules and categories. And of course, now that we've taken you through the entry process, you can see how easy it is. So we're opening up now to questions and answers
While I style some hair,
while you style some hair. So
Can I
I'll
get
be the moderator.
beautiful Christelle
Yes.
to the hot seat. So full disclosure, we're in a really, really dark room.
Yes, we are. This is not
I
daylight.
don't like dark rooms.
We know that.
Christelle was called in lastminute.com. But again, she'd preset her hair. So I'm going to go through and just do a little quick touch up.
Yeah.
She did a great job curling her hair. But, just some general kind of tips and tricks that I love when I'm shooting
Amazing.
and things that I think that everybody should consider
Yes.
whilst they're shooting.
Yes.
And I know there's some incredible content creators on this live.
Yep. And while you guys set up, I'll quickly answer some of these other questions. So, some of these questions I don't have all the answers to. So somebody asked, what do the winners get? We're working on prizes for all the winners, and that'll all come through with our sponsor partnerships, which is awesome because we always work with the most incredible brands.
What they ask, what they win.
Yeah, besides the trophy and the title and the recognition and the clout, which is the most important thing. What time is the cutoff on the 4th? Okay, so because it's a global competition, guys, it would probably leak into an early morning on the 5th because it'll have to be like midnight in New York, right? So I think that's the last city that sort of turns into the next day. So technically we live in the future and we're going to be catering for the world. So basically I wouldn't leave it to the last minute. However, the 4th of May / the 5th of May really in Australia. Other questions are, how long does the video have to be, Natalie? Okay, so this is a really good question, by the way, that bohemvibes.joanna asked.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah,
hey, girl.
So Joanna, the thing is with what we're doing today with social media content is length of video is not now becoming a thing anymore, where there is long form content that's really working on social media. So Nat advised that we do not put time restraints on video content.
Yes.
Now, some of you do.
We might be heading into 3-minute reels really soon.
Correct. So whether it's a 60-second, 15-second, 90-second, or 3-minute reel, there are no limitations on the time of the video content. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. What else? Here we go. Okay, hair hack video, is that on a model or can it be done on yourself? Of course, it can be either on a model or yourself. The whole idea is to show an incredible hair hack. And again, if you can do it on yourself, even better for me.
I think it's good for men. Like, really, I love the idea that it's a UGC style content too.
Yes.
But I would say it really depends on what the judges are looking for, right? Like, I think it's so open.
Yep.
So maybe do both.
Yes.
Do a pro hack and do a consumer facing hack.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, just remember, some of you are asking about who's judging and do the judges have a digital presence. We are going to pull in the best digital judges. I mean, they definitely will understand the space. They're either content creators themselves.
PSA, I am not a judge.
No, Natalie Ann is not a judge, even though I want her to be a judge, but she will not judge because too many of you are in her family and it would be
too hard
a conflict of interest. However, just going back on what I was saying, our network of digital creators, the best in the world, and they will be invited to be judging. We will be announcing the judges soon, but rest assured that part of the, I guess, the level of expertise and sophistication that we bring to this event, just like we do with the Australian Hair Fashion Awards, is we get the most credible judges on the planet. Okay. All right. Also, do I get to work with Nat if I win? Same question from Joanna. I'm sure you can get to work with Nat irrespective if you win or not, Joanna. But if you do win, I'm sure you're going to be on her radar. I can promise you that.
Slide into my DMs, girl.
Yes,
Slide
girl.
into my DMs.
Is it one winner per category? Yes, it's one winner per category. However, it looks like we'll be announcing 25 finalists per category because we just have a really good feeling there's going to be a lot of entries and we don't want to narrow it down too much because the scores are going to be so tight, of course. So we want to make sure that we really highlight all you incredible creators. And again, guys, part of the things that I'm really passionate about is putting you hairdressers in the limelight and in front of the best brands in the world, because I know this will lead to more opportunities for you guys to grow, be it partnerships or opportunities for more content and collabs. And of course, education, brand build, travel, conferences, you name it. This really helps your career.
It really does.
On so many levels. Okay. I've been asked this question before. Can a salon collectively enter on behalf of their staff? Okay. So a salon ideally is not entering. It's an individual. Okay, my encouragement to all you salon owners is get all your staff to enter. This is your opportunity to get them creating content that's going to drive customers to your salons, and of course having them up for the chance to win an incredible recognition at the Digital Hair Awards.
And incentivize them.
It does.
Like I would run as an incentive. For the next few weeks. You can run a promo behind it. I just think it is a really good bonding opportunity.
Correct. Okay, so another question. Hi guys, can you come back in and submit at any time? Like submit one and then another in a few weeks. Hopefully, we answered that question earlier. Absolutely, you can. You've got the 90 days or 89 days as of today to enter as many times as you like. That's the beauty of creating your own account. Okay, a lot of people are commenting on how beautiful Hair Mama is, which is my wife Christelle. Okay.
This is why I don't have to book a model. You know what I mean?
Okay, are the finalists announced before or everything on the one night? Yes, we will be announcing the finalists way before the night. One thing we pride ourselves on at Mem Division is we put on what I think, and I'm being biased, but I think Nat, you could probably comment on this, but the best events when it comes to hair awards.
We sure do.
Yeah, I mean, we really like to roll out the red carpet and lavish on hairdressers. We do not put on anything wacky or tacky. It is going to be the coolest event on the hairdressing calendar, and it's going to be in July, most likely the end of July. So mark your calendars. There's more announcements around that. Okay, so another one. To clarify, if we've already made the post within the dates, can we just collab off that post, or do we have to repost the image? Again, we did answer this before, but I know there's a lot of information shared tonight. Yes, you can just easily go back to that post that's already been posted and collab off of that post. So that's the whole idea. That's the beauty of the Digital Hair Awards, guys. Again, low barrier to entry. Content you've already created, content you've already posted can be entered, or you can plan and produce your entries as well, of course, for the Digital Hair Awards, similar to what we're doing on the 3rd of March with Natalie Ann and 30 lucky hairdressers and one extremely lucky one who will win tonight. Okay. Is there a gala night? Yes, there is a gala night. Definitely a gala night, guys, and it's going to be awesome because those entrants or finalists that are maybe from other countries that couldn't come to Australia this year for the event might be overseas in the years to come.
Might be.
They will be able to dial in. Okay, they'll be able to dial in from wherever they are through the live streaming host platform that we choose. Could be Zoom, could be Teams. I just don't know what they're going to use. But yes, you will be dialing in to receive your award if you're, for example, someone who wins out of Canada or America or New Zealand or London or New York, wherever. So we're already getting entries from Ukraine. We've got entries from the UK. We've got entries from America as well. People are already entering. And that's the exciting thing. And I just knew this was going to take off again because of how much how many people, sorry, I'll say this again, how much this industry is thriving in this space. It is definitely a competition that's going to be complementing all the content you're already creating. Now, I mean, I can keep answering questions. I'm happy to go through, but should we go and have a look at what Nat's doing? Let's have a chat about hair and...
a little tight squeeze. Sorry. I'm going to do this. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I've got to be really close to this mic because it's like super fancy. I'll get you to put your... I don't know if you can see her full body, which I don't think you can, but I do have an Instagram reel on this exact pose, but it is my go-to photographic pose. So what I love to do is, first and foremost, do you have a good side? Do you have a side of your face that you prefer?
The left.
Perfect. So we're on the right side.
Yeah.
And I love this because I feel like the client automatically feels more comfortable when you're shooting like their favorite side of their face. And then I'm going to get you to cross your legs. So put this one over there. Perfect. Lean a little bit forward. Beautiful. So normally I would not be in the dark. I would be shooting with a beautiful natural light source. And I love the combination of natural light and artificial light. Do you want me to be there? Nah, it's all good. How is it shooting? Oh, this is good.
Well, that's the angle.
Yeah. Perfect. You guys can see.
But you're going to show them the phone, right?
Her face doesn't look as blown out. It's just because of the way it's reading. But what I love is placing the ring light, as you guys can see. So the artificial light would be on like a beauty light, so on her face, and then natural light would be pouring into her face as well. So I lean forward, and then we're going to create this beautiful L shape with her body, and then I'm going to get you to pretend to kiss your shoulder. Perfect. And then we're going to use her shoulder as a little headrest to really expand that hair. Now, this is sort of my go-to hair pose, and I do think it's so flattering on everybody. It's always worked for me, so hopefully we see a few of these. And then I always love to test. Can you guys see that? Amazing. So now that we're going to be entering multiple categories, I think it's really important that you get multiple shots. Get a front on shot, get a back shot, get a side shot, get a pan video. Just make sure that you're getting multiple pieces of content from the one beautiful model. And then another thing that I love to do is keep my finger on her face.
I like doing
really... Can we not while I'm trying to demonstrate?
Sorry.
And then we're going to use the aperture feature. So we're going to lock the light, and we can either take the contrast down, we can lift the brightness up, but I like to control it before editing. Beautiful. Please start, lean forward. Yeah. And then turn towards me. And then I usually love to sit down for this. Perfection. How's that looking on screen, though?
Looks good to me.
I mean, she always looks hot to you.
Yeah, that's true.
And then while you're here, do a little hair flip. You might not get. I feel like, David, you would probably say the same. When you're shooting a collection,
Yes.
you're never going to get the first shot.
No.
I feel like it's like the evolution. The hair gets a little bit grittier. It starts to build up personality.
Yes.
You start to build up your product. I mean, I just started with the Lived-In Texture Mist.
Yeah.
Which smells amazing.
Thank you. Shout out to the sponsor, Natalie and Hair Care.
Natalie and Hair Care.
So I'm just going to flip this over. She said that she did love this side of her face. So that's the side that I love to expose because she just feels more confident. We're going to flip that over. Pop a little powder in there for some extra volume. Do we have any questions, Dave?
This looks so good.
Is there any questions on the feed?
Okay, so
the best question might win,
Oh yeah. What are we wearing for the awards night, people?
Was that Dom?
That's Lee. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions. Oh no, I've lost them because I've been toggling between. Okay, do you have tips for getting photos of upstyles too?
Yes,
from
I
Naomi
sure
Louise
do.
Hair.
I love shooting upstyles actually when my client is seated. I like sort of taking
That's yours, right?
yeah. How would you
sorry.
describe like that angle? So like for example, this was an upstyle.
Yes.
I prefer her to be seated and
Yeah.
me to be standing.
So you're coming from a higher angle.
Yeah. And also I feel like you get to then see almost a 360 view of the client rather than just a back shot.
Yeah. Social media hair photography is a complete different art form.
It really
it's not
is.
how I would shoot hair.
I mean, you and I argue about this all the time.
It's crazy because you actually you're not actually capturing what I would look for. I'm trying to look for a moment that shows a lot more emotion and a lot more I guess like just an endorphin hit, as opposed to with you're trying to capture like the hair and the beauty in the best light and just a moment for that works on social media. It's funny, like
it is,
they're
but
two different approaches.
But I do think though they both have very similar objectives.
Yes.
And that is to ensure that she feels amazing.
Absolutely.
You know, because at the end of the day, the hair can look phenomenal
Mm-hmm.
and you feel energetically if your
Yes.
client is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So my favorite thing is to make sure she feels beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I feel like the rest follows.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you've modeled, babe, like on set, and of course, you've also modeled in a situation like this. I feel like, yeah,
Not as many times as we should.
I got to show you the campaign we shot with her for another hot tool brand. I can't mention them, but looks beautiful.
Not on this live, please.
No. But yeah, I mean, look at this incredible subject matter to work with. This hair is insane.
So again, guys, I think it's really important that you. Thank you so much, Habibi. You look beautiful. Love
Everybody
you.
give Christelle a round of applause.
Yeah, I do think that it's. I know.
Are you happy with the photos?
Fab.
Are you happy
Yeah.
with the light? Everything's good? Yeah. Okay, great.
I mean, look, I would
You prefer
much prefer daylight,
Yes,
but we have to work with what we've got.
totally.
But when you are, can I just pop this down?
Yeah. So actually, some real quick tips on lighting for entries for the Digital Hair Awards, because I know you know what works best for social media content. Here we go. Hold it.
Sorry,
Go.
I don't want to ruin their gear.
It's all right.
And I tried not to get the hairspray anywhere near the mics, guys. I know I've been trained well. Love you. So tips and tricks on lighting.
Yes,
I know for me,
Mhm.
iPhone loves natural light.
it does.
And I know everyone's going to agree. So
And so
if
does
you,
hair.
yes, true. So I feel like if you are in a situation where you're in a shopping center,
Mhm.
okay, and you know you really want to enter these awards, here's
Mhm.
one of the things that I feel like always people ask me,
Yep.
and I love the idea of setting up a content day,
Mhm.
okay, finding an area, you know, like I'm sure you've got another friend that's got a salon, or you could find a really cool content studio for half a day rate now, you know, really set yourself up for success.
Yes.
And I hate plain backdrops.
Plain backdrops. Okay.
So, you know, like if you're going to just put up a nude backdrop,
Yes.
I do feel like you lose the depth of field
Totally.
on an iPhone.
No, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to
you agree?
discourage. Yeah, sure. I agree. It is, of course, it's subject to opinion,
Yes.
but coming from someone who is the expert, I would definitely take that recommendation. But just going back on
I just feel like it
hairdressers,
looks flat on a backdrop
I'm
on an
with you.
iPhone.
I'm with you. When I look at the best content on social media, it is not with a plain clean background.
Awesome. I just wanted to make sure he admitted that live.
I will admit it live. My God, I can't win with this woman. But just going back to something you mentioned, when they don't have access to daylight,
Yes.
right? What solution is there? Because you do use ring lights and you use other lights to help
I think
capture.
if you're going to, and I'm sure you can speak to this, if they don't want to go out and find a source of natural light, I do think that it's important that. Do you want me to turn this off?
Yeah.
You're good. I don't look hot.
Yeah, you do.
I'm joking. Ring light. I do think there's like I like to create a triangle shape.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 3 artificial lights at this point.
Yep.
So you have a key beauty light, so
Yes.
something that's on the face.
Yes.
Something that's lighting the background of some sort.
Correct.
And then you have a third light that is really trying to act as that natural light.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that triangle really gives you the best success.
Now, they are a great explanation, but it's very hard to understand without visuals, right? So maybe you could potentially do some light rigs to show people
definitely.
tutorials, if those of you who follow
Or you can come to Social Play.
Social Play. When is Social Play?
The 24th of February.
That 24th of Feb. Where is it?
The link is in my bio. It's actually at Flight Risk. Do you know Flight Risk?
No, I don't.
You don't know the e-bike brand?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That,
So I'm just stealing their warehouse for a day.
wow, that's so cool.
It's just cool. It's
Very
like,
cool.
yeah, it's very tech. They're really cool founders.
Nice.
Very cool story. Amazing space.
Amazing.
So
So you're
it's
doing
at Flight
Social
Risk.
Play at Flight Risk on the 24th of February.
Yes.
And jump on your Instagram page.
Yep. Link in bio.
Link in bio to come to Social Play to learn all of Nat's tips and tricks.
Yes.
And of course, we're going to announce one lucky winner. Is this going to be after the live?
Yeah,
Okay,
of
we're gonna
course. They're going to stay all the way to the end. And look at them maintaining it. It's
I
nice.
know. You guys have been hanging out. We really appreciate your time. So, guys, to wrap up, I guess, or we've got
Any
more to
more
go.
questions?
If there's any more questions, you might want to just grab the phone and check, Nat. I wanted to talk to you guys really quickly about um, not being afraid to. Oh, hang on, another question. You want to read it out?
So, what are the judges looking for? For example, photographic judging was the more complex, the better the score. Is it the same concept for these awards?
I don't understand that question. Say that again.
So, cool girl education.
Yes.
Queen, do you want to kind of try and explain that to us a little bit more? I took from that, like, is it the more complex the photography or the videography or the theatrics, the more
No,
the ranking would be?
it's smartphone content, right? So I feel like it needs to be in the same vein as what you see that works on social media. We're not
Yeah.
trying to reinvent the wheel here. It's capture your subject in its best light, do your best hair with best angles, or show your stories and before and afters and capture your video, your reels, your carousels, your transformations. Make sure you show the steps of the transformation. Tell the story the best way you can. Again, like I said, I don't want you guys shooting for the judges. That's one piece of advice I give to hairdressers all the time, because I do shoot for
Amen.
the biggest collections and the biggest competitions in the world. And I always tell my clients, don't shoot for the judges, shoot for yourself.
Mhm.
Yes, it is going to be judged. So there are elements that you consider, but produce something that represents you and your brand, because you're putting yourself out there.
But I also think that that's something that they should really consider when they are creating this submission. I don't want them to go in and just think, I'm going to, submit something that's like I do every day, right? Like, yes, it's been very easy. Yes, you guys have made it like phenomenal, but I want to challenge them
Mm-hmm.
to like really be inspired. Mood board,
Yep.
right? Use Pinterest as a tool.
Absolutely.
Go and look at your top favorite creators right now and just be like, hey guys, this is, the top echelon of our, creative industry. Like, who's the top creators? Go to their pages.
Absolutely.
Then start looking for inspiration. Go to your best celebrity hairdressers. What just happened at the Grammys? Like, what just happened at all the award shows?
Mhm.
These are the things that I would be curating, placing onto your Pinterest board. Then from there, go, how can I reinterpret this? How can I, create a new trend from this? How can I create a colorway or a new color trend from this particular Pantone that's just like come through? So I think there's so many ways that you could look at it. Once you've then created your mood board, your story, your vibe, then start looking for your model.
I love
then
that.
reach out to your makeup artist.
Yes.
Then start briefing your makeup artist.
Yep.
What does that look like?
Mhm.
How are you going to accentuate the color tones in your like photography?
Yep.
You could be doing like a mocha colorway, and then you really want to dress out their eyes. Or you could go completely contrasty. There's so many things to consider without it just being your standard client with a blazer on in the
Correct.
salon.
I would definitely have an element of pre-production.
Yes.
i.e. plan, like you said, storyboard, get the right makeup artist, think about the location and lighting, and of course, models. Models are so important.
They are.
Where do you get your models from, Nat?
So to be honest with you, like I love all types of models. I don't just use influencers. I know that's a huge like thing. Like they're like, how do I, reach out to a macro influencer?
Mhm.
I don't think so. I think there's beauty everywhere you are. Old school.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like, if you're having dinner somewhere and you're in Newtown, mate, I used to like give people my business card back in the day.
Stop them in the streets.
But now I used to stop them in the streets.
Yeah, we've all done that.
And I love that because you can street scout very simply. But then also DM. Like I would be going through, if you're in a local area, say you're in Sydney and you want to find a model in Sydney, you're going to go to the top 10 hairdressers pages in Sydney and you're going to find the model you want. They've usually tagged her. If you keep stalking, they've tagged her somewhere. Or if you can't find it, she's probably commented going, loved my hair.
Mhm.
Find her, DM her,
Yep.
and be like, hey, I would love to collaborate with you.
Yes.
If she says no, then you'd be like, cool. Hey, what would the payment be? Like, what's your half day rate?
Yep.
Yep. Try and look for girls that like are not agency represented. That will keep the cost low, so you're not playing plus.
Yeah, or you can do their hair for them for for a few months, or product.
But make sure
or a
the
combination of
value
both.
exchange is there.
Yeah, and it's respectful.
It is.
So, guys, make sure you're following Digital Hair Awards on Instagram. That's an important one. We want to hear from you guys about tonight's live stream. DM us for any other questions. There's also an email. It's dha@mdivision.com.au. You can find that on the website if you want to reach out to us for any other questions. But I would definitely get your head around all the criteria, the rules, and the categories. Think about what you want to enter. Think about what you want to produce, and of course, make sure you create your account ASAP so you can familiarize yourself with the entry process. Because, guys, we cannot wait to see all the incredible content that's going to come through the Digital Hair Awards platform. I am so excited.
And I'm always here.
Yes,
I'm only one DM away. I also have one special announcement.
I'm only one DM away. Sorry, go.
You're going to regret that
I
so
know,
bad
I
on the
know.
replay. Like, he's
Not a
gonna be
gift
like-
of mine. Go.
This
Yeah.
morning, I launched my mentorship program.
Congratulations. Tell us about it.
Oh,
Mentorship
so much
program.
after an hour of
I've heard you got some
bit
great
parched.
mentors. Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Yep.
It is going to be the most transformative year for a very special bunch of people.
Yes.
We have already 17 incredible mentees,
Wow.
which is phenomenal.
That's huge.
It is a small group. We are capping it.
Yep.
But for anyone who is interested and who is watching this live, I would love to take that step with them.
How can they find out more about your mentor program?
Either comment on my last post, mentor, and I'll
Yes.
DM them.
Okay.
But alternatively, hit the link in my bio.
Yep.
And all of the information is a section called members only.
Ooh.
That's the private locked away page. So read through it. And if you want to book a call, there's also a link to book a call with me to make sure that it's the right fit.
Amazing.
I want to make sure that this is something that they're ready for.
Yeah.
Because it is a 9-month long program.
Wow. Well,
it's 3 sessions a month.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
And I heard that
24 guest artists.
One of your mentors is in the room right now.
First off the rank.
Mr.
I am
Mannah. Proud to be one of the mentors in Natalie Ann's mentorship program. For those of you who don't know my background, I own and run the Journal magazine and the Australian Hair Fashion Awards, but I'm also a beauty photographer and I shoot and create content for the biggest brands in the world and hairdressers. So I want to share with you guys all my insights in relation to building your career in these across these platforms and how to create the most epic collections and prepare for the best collections, whether it's just for the Digital Hair Awards
or the Australian Hair Fashion Awards
or for the Australian Hair Fashion Awards. So look out for,
or it could just be for like a salon campaign. And that's the beautiful part about all of our guest artists and mentors. You know, we've secured 24.
Amazing.
Across the 9 months.
Yes.
And they're all from different walks of life, specialists in cutters, specialists in social media, storytellers, incredible mentees.
Amazing.
Which have now taken the ranks.
Graduated.
I know, man. And we have a graduation party, which is the most important part.
So good.
In
we
November.
love a party.
But thank you so much to each and every single one of you who tuned in tonight. Christelle, Factory Sound, Kaleo,
Journal Mag.
Mate, Natalie Ann Hair Care.
Natalie Ann Hair Care and Natalie Ann herself. Thank you so much, guys.
You don't even call me Natalie Ann anymore. You're like, hello, Natalie Ann Hair Care.
It's got a ring to it, right? Guys, thanks so much. Hopefully we do more of these podcast
Who
type.
thinks that we need a podcast?
I think we do. I think we should do a podcast where we go through our favorite pieces of content.
There's crickets now. They're like, nah.
They're delayed. But guys, thanks so much. We're going to wrap it up. Again, if you have any more questions, you know how to reach us. In the meantime, have a great Monday evening and we'll see you guys soon.
Good luck.
DigitalHairAwards.com.